A deep dive into the Targaryen concept of prophecy and fate. Title: A deep dive into the Targaryen concept of prophecy and fate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Artificial Radio, where we dive into the depths of popular culture and explore the underlying themes and symbolism. Today, we are going to take a look at the fascinating concept of prophecy and fate in the Targaryen universe. The world of Game of Thrones is no stranger to the idea of destiny and prophecies guiding the course of events. From the three-eyed raven's visions to the Mister's interpretation of omens and portents, the show is replete with examples of Targaryens believing in a predetermined fate that drives their decisions. Where does this idea of prophecy and fate originate in the Targaryen culture? We can look to their history, which is steeped in mythology and tradition. According to legend, the Targaryens were chosen by the gods to rule Westeros, with a special bloodline imbuing them with magical abilities and prescience. This concept of fate is further reinforced by the Targaryen dragons, which they consider to be symbols of their connection to the divine. Daenerys's dragons, for instance, are more than just deadly creatures, they're messengers of her destiny, a reminder that she's destined to fulfill a greater purpose. However, this idea of fate and prophecy raises important questions about free will and personal agency. If the Targaryens truly believe that their destiny is set in stone, do they have the capacity to make choices that diverge from the path laid out for them? Or are they merely acting out a script predetermined by the gods? The show itself offers varying degrees of agency to its characters, depending on their individual motivations and circumstances. Daenerys, for example, chooses to walk the path of the prophecy, believing that she's destined to take the Iron Throne. On the other hand, characters like Jon Snow and Tyrion Lannister exhibit a greater degree of agency, with their choices driven by self-interest and personal growth rather than an all-encompassing sense of fate. This dichotomy between fate and free will speaks to a deeper question about the human condition. How much do we control our own destinies, and how much are we at the mercy of external forces beyond our control? The Targaryen concept of prophecy and fate offers no easy answers, but instead presents us with a complex, multifaceted exploration of the human experience. As we delve deeper into the world of Game of Thrones, we begin to realize that the Targaryen concept of prophecy and fate is not just a literary device or a mythological trope, but a realistic representation of how people often perceive their place in the world. We seek meaning and purpose in our lives, and often attribute our successes and failures to a higher power or a predetermined course of events. As we conclude our deep dive into the Targaryen concept of prophecy and fate, we are left with more questions than answers. What is the nature of fate, and how do we navigate its complexities? Can we choose our own path, or are we bound by the prophecies and omens that surround us? The world of Game of Thrones offers us no clear solutions, but rather a powerful exploration of the human condition, a reminder that our lives are shaped by a multitude of factors, and that the line between fate and free will is often blurred.